everyone, this is Annette. Welcome back to my channel, and today I bring you a tutorial on how to create a beautiful necklace like the one I have. Let me move my hair to the side. This is a crochet necklace and I've used acrylic beads on it, but you can use glass beads or natural stone beads, whatever you want. I thought acrylic will be great for this just because it's lightweight, it's not heavy, and I am going to be showing you how to create this. As you can see, I also have the earrings because I did create the earrings with it. And if you like the technique of the crochet necklace and you want to see the earrings, then I'll make a separate video. Just leave me your comments down below. I'll for sure enjoy creating these for you. They're very simple, they're delicate, and you can create them as a gift for yourself. So if you are interested in watching this video, just keep watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so and give it a thumbs up if you like it. God bless. Let's get started. Okay friends, so here it is, the necklace that I've created that you saw on my neck, and this is what it looks like. I think it's a gorgeous necklace, very simple to create, and let me show you the beads, how they look right there. And I love the detail right here on the side. It's all crochet, same on the other side. These are 3 strands of crochet all put together at the end. So you can do a closure like this one. This is like a choker style. And I'm going to zoom in so you can see how the beads look up close and personal. Or closer than what I am right now. And I think these look amazing. Very elegant, gorgeous. And look at the crochet detail right here. The great thing about this is that you can expand these sides right here to make it the necklace a little bit shorter. Look how gorgeous that looks, and look at the final closure. Isn't that wonderful? This is an easy project that anybody can create, and I'm going to show you how I create this necklace. And on a future video, if you want to see that, I'll show you how I created the earrings for it. So the first thing that you are going to need is wire. I am currently using 26 gauge. It's thin. You can manipulate this wire very easily. That's why I really like this type of wire. For the necklace I use silver tone wire, but this one I am using non-tarnish brass non-tarnish wire with the gold tone finished. And again, as our previous inexpensive projects, I am using the acrylic beads from Walmart, and as you can see, they do not look like $1.98 beads after you finish your project. These are the beads here with the necklace. I think it's all in how you create and you design the piece that you are going to do. You're also going to be using, and by the way, these are $1.92. The other necklace tutorial that I created with the earrings, there were $2. When I went back and bought more beads, they were $1.98, so I'm not sure about the difference in price, but cheaper the better. And you are going to need some of these needles, and I have a kit here, and I want to show you the kit because I think it was a cute kit that I got. And I'm going to close this. There's a little bag right here, and this is from Boy. I think it's how you say the brand. It has a zipper closure right here, and this whole thing cost me $20, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 needles, and they're all different sizes. Again, I used 4.25 to create this necklace right here. That's the type of size of the crochet I'm doing. But if you want that crochet to have a bigger loop or a bigger hole, or you have bigger beads, I would recommend using one of these 2 bigger ones. And as you can see, the size is down here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see that. So this is a 3.5, 3.75, 4.25, 5, 5.25, and this is 4.75 and 6.5. And what I do like about this is that the grip, it's a rubber grip. See how it moves? And it's very comfortable for your hand for when you're crocheting. If you've never crocheted before, like I had never done it before, this is a simple chain. It's easy to create, and I just thought it was a great project. This bag also comes with these two needles right here, and if you are a professional crocheter, then you'll know what to use these for. I have no idea what to use them for, but if we Google it, we could probably find out. And then a little pouch here with a zipper, and this whole entire thing was $20. And because I create many different types of necklaces and bracelets that you can create with this, I thought buying the full set was totally worth it for me. So the first thing that you are going to need is to decide what kind of needle you're going to use, and you will need a little cup or a holder for your wire. And what I mean by that is every time you pull from this spool here, the wire comes loose, as you can see there, right? So the wire is loose. To avoid this wire running everywhere, because you're going to have this wire on your hand, I like putting it in a little container like this one. So every time I pull out of it, this doesn't go anywhere. This cup just stays right here with me, and I can pull from the cup. I hope that makes sense for everybody. That way when this wire comes out, it's not everywhere like this is. If I had this out here, it would be rolling everywhere. So to avoid that, put it in a little cup, a little jar, a little container. It doesn't matter what container it is. So let's get started. Okay, so because I am using yellow beads, I decided to use gold tone wire. You are going to need a little place where you can dump your beads in. I pick them up randomly, and you can do the same thing. It's up to you. Just dump them in there anywhere. They're just going to be randomly picked, and you can do that in any container. My wire, I'm going to put my wire inside my little cup like I've shown you before. I'm going to pull some wire out. I am going to select my needle, and this time I'm going to select I'm going to go a little bit bigger on the needle. This necklace right here is a choker necklace, and I created that. I started with a 3.5. I thought it was too small, so I went up to a 3.75. But I think I want to make the next necklace that I have not as choker as this one. I want to create a little bit longer. So if I want these loops to be bigger, I need to have a bigger needle. So I'm going to do 5 1/4. And the next thing, after you select your needle, the next thing you are going to do is for this necklace that's a choker, let me get my ruler right here really quick so I can show you how long this turned out to be. You can have an idea of it. This necklace is from the closure 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is a 17-inch necklace, which means it's a choker. It will be very close to your neck. So I want to create maybe a 20-inch long necklace. That way it's not so tight on my neck, not so choker. So for this one, I used 15 beads per strand. So what I'm going to do, if I want a 20, I'm going to estimate or guesstimate. This is just a guessing game. And I'm going to put around 17 or 18 beads. So the first thing you have to do is grab your wire and start putting the beads in here. And you are going to count all 17 of them. 2, 3, and it doesn't matter which one do you put in here, as long as you put the amount that you think you are going to need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the second thing you're going to do is you're going to drop them all in the bucket in here, or in the cup. leave a few out because you're going to be using a few of them. Pull a little bit of wire out. You're going to need to leave at least a 6-inch tail, and the way I do that is just measuring the needle point here, my tool. Do a loop. Oh, I'm out of focus here. Hold on, you guys. Okay, I'm going to, this is the wire. I'm going to make a loop, and then I'm going to cross this on the back, and I'm going to grab my needle. I'm going to put it through and pull that out, not completely, but partial. And that's how I'm going to do that. Okay, so then after you've looped it in here, I put my fingers through in a way that I can hold it and have control over it. And again, have control over the tail. And I'm going to go in, grab that wire, and pull it through the loop. And the first loop is always a little bit harder, but once you get it, you just hold on to that loop right there. And let me do this one more time. Into the wire around, and you pull. And you create a second loop, okay? That's what you're going to be doing. And you're going to do this chain 14 loops. You're going to do 14 times. It's a repetitive motion for 14 times. So here we go again. I'm holding it right in here, going in through the loop and pulling it. And then I pull my needle all the way in, that way this loop maintains somewhat of a consistent size. Okay? And you're going to keep doing that 14 times. And let me count my loops right now. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 10 more. So I have 14 loops, somewhat of the same size. It doesn't really matter if they're all the same size or not. At the end, they're going to be intertwined with the other wires, and it just doesn't really matter. So we're done there. I'm pulling in my first bead. Oops. And I'm going to try to control the wire as much as possible, leaving that bead to the right-hand side. If you're right-handed, it's going to be on your right-hand side. If you're left-handed, it's going to be on the left. So going again, same way you did the chain, that's exactly what you're going to do here. Going around, grab the wire and pull it through the loop. And then you're going to do another loop with no bead in it. And a loop in between each bead, okay? I'm going to do this one more time. Let me focus in here just one more time. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to put a bead in here to my right hand side. Okay, put my fingers through to hold the wire in place. I'm going to go in and pull the wire through the loop, and then I'm going to create an additional loop with no bead in it. And then I'm going to put another bead in it. And that's the only thing you're going to be doing. Okay, so let's try it one more time. Through the loop, and a space in between the beads, which one more loop. Okay, that's exactly what you're going to be doing throughout the entire strand until you're done with all of your beads. Okay. Okay, so now that I have finished my strand, I'm going to do exactly what I did at the beginning. I'm going to do 14 loops and leave a tail of 6 inches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And I'm going to cut 6 inches right here. Give or take 6 inches. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to put this, I'm going to loop it through like making a knot there. So it will hold it in place. Okay. Now let me show you what happens now that I have all 3 strands. So I have 3 strands. So I have 1, the last one that I did, 2, and 3. These are all my strands right here. Okay. What I do is I put them all together like this. Just join them all 3, and I'm going to separate them. Move this aside. Here are all my 3 strands, and I'm going to try to zoom out as much as I can, so give me just 1 second. Okay, so now that we have all 3 strands together, and the only thing I did was get all 3 strands and just go around it and just create, you know, just tie them up like that. Just go around. Don't tie them too tight because this wire is delicate and it might just break. And then you're going to braid all 3 strands together, and that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And I'm just braiding right here. Take your time with the braiding because of the beads. These do get stuck together, so no pressure, just take your time with them. Make sure that when you're braiding, these ends are flat, and so you don't have any issues with them. When it comes to the actual area where the beads are, it doesn't matter how you braid them together, but make sure you keep them as flat as possible. Okay, now that I have braided all of them together, I am going to do exactly the same thing I did with the other end. It is keep braiding all the way through, but I need for these to be flat, so I'm coming in, I'm braiding it all together, bringing it in as flat as I can on this side, same thing that I did on the other side. Okay. And once you get to the end right here, you're going to grab all 3 wires together, and you are going to start twisting them to where they are completely flat, or you know, just twist them around. And don't worry about this end right here because this is going to be covered by a bead that I have selected from the same beads that we just used to do the necklace with. Okay, so I think that's good enough. And now I've selected these beads right here, oops, this one right here, and I'm just going to go through the wires. Make sure that the bead you select has a hole that's big enough to put all 3 together, and then you see how that is covered there. You won't be able to see the end of it. Then I have my clasp here that I'm going to use to close it. Same clasp I use with the other necklace. And you see this end right here, I extended it so the necklace will be comfortable. In this case, this necklace is pretty long, so I am not going to need to do this, but if you want to know how to do it, I can show you right now, and I'll do just a smaller version of that. Now let's do the other side, and I'm going to put the bead in here all the way through the end. And now make sure the necklace is exactly how you want it. Hold the two ends together, make sure you're comfortable with how it looks. You can fix it later on to fit your neck. This is the best time for you to go and check if this is as long as you want it, because if it's not, then what you will do is do an extender just like this right here. Now, if the necklace is long enough and you're satisfied with the size of it, then I would just put the clasp right here and not leave a lot of room here. We're going to leave some room so I can show you how I did the twist. So once I put the bead in there, I take the clasp and I put it in through I put the wire through the hole. And wherever I think it should be, I'm going to leave maybe this much of space. This wire is going to go through here and back up, and wherever it ends, I'm just going to cut it and tuck the ends somewhere in here. Now I'm going to zoom in and show you how I do that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is have a plier right here close to you. This move to do just one at a time. I'm going to leave maybe 1 inch or 1/2 inch there. I think that's good enough. I'm going to bend this wire down, and I'm just going to hold this piece right here. Okay, and I'm going to start twisting around the wire that you already have. It doesn't matter left or right, well, however you want to do it. You can do it really tight, really close, separate, however you want to do that. You can do it, because you're going to go down and then you're going to come back up twisting it again. This will hold it in place as best as possible, and it's going to create just a beautiful design at the end. Okay, and it will keep your bead in place. Okay, so I've secured the bead in place. That's not going to go anywhere. I'm pulling it. So you can see, you can definitely leave, just do it like this and just tuck the ends right down here. I think that's going to look real pretty. I think that's exactly what I want to do. Or you can go back up and make this a thicker wire, just twisting it all the way back up. I thought I was going to do that, but I think I'm going to leave it there because it looks very pretty. Grab your wire cutters and just cut them somewhere close. Grab your pliers and tuck that in there as best as you can. Tuck it in there. Just make sure everything is in place and it's not going to scrape or anything. So I touch it all the way around, and I don't think that's going to scrape anybody. And there you have it. We're going to do the other side exactly the same way. I'm going to remove this. You put your clasp through it, and there you have it. I think it turned out gorgeous. This necklace is gorgeous. Let me zoom out. Fabulous. Now, for the moment of truth, let's measure it and let's see how long it turned out to be. Let's see. And again, I don't measure from here, I measure from this part right here. So here we go. That's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and oh, and one more, and 20. There you go. A 20-inch necklace that I've created. And you can adjust this to however you want it. That's a good thing about the wire that we use. You can shape it, move it, make it your own. Make sure it's wearable. Wears you're comfortable in your neck. And that's about it. We are done.